That's it. And give it a little rub when she goes forward for you. That's it. Yeah. Tanya, look at this. So this mare name's Tink, and I think I'll get the story right because I've just had the rundown. A little over 12 months owned, almost 5 now, and yeah, almost 5. Is she about 8 to 10? She's 12. She's 12. Right, so bought for 12-year-old daughter, and when you bought her, she wasn't a rescue, but really a little bit of one because she's very underweight. She didn't settle quick. The move didn't help her, and that happens such a lot. It's a big deal for these ponies and horses to move homes, and she went very thin. So you've done quite a bit of groundwork. Once you got her weight back up, you got her healthy, and did quite a bit of groundwork, and that's gone very, very well actually. She's come on a lot more than she was. Riding wise, she can be what's called a bulker, so she doesn't really want to go forward, but you've been going out leading, sometimes allowing on the way back to take off the lead rope. So she's bulky, and you feel that taking the groundwork to the next stage, a little bit more responsive, a little bit more connected, will probably help with that. That's what you're thinking. So that's what I'm here for, guys. And then if time permits, then we're going to see what the spray bottle's like, because she's a little bit scared of the spray bottle. So we'll see how we get on with that. The other thing you would have liked help with is a little bit of connecting off the line. It's, some people call it join up, some people call it hooking on. So maybe see if we can get her to give us 2 eyes, and that hasn't been going that well, has it? She hasn't been really.
No, not really. She tends to ignore you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we can improve on that. I think good groundwork session first. Fortunately, she's quite used to the flag, so that will save me some time. So we'll head down to the sand school.
And this was a great little visit, guys. Really enjoyed this visit, and Tanya did, helping the owner, really hard-working mum, who bought this little pony for her 12-year-old daughter, and it means a lot for her daughter to do well with this pony, to get her mind off all sorts of things really. And it hasn't been an easy time. This pony was a little bit of a rescue, very underweight. They've managed to sort of get the weight back on, but you know, this particular pony, there's quite a few things going on. Lovely little pony, but very skeptical about hacking out. That's a problem, and it's kind of knocking the confidence of Pip's daughter. Really won't go out in front, and even sometimes trouble sort of leading this pony out. So it's not a great relationship thing going on at the moment. Can't spray, that's another thing. You can't, I mean, it's nice for a girl to be able to wash and spray your little pony. That's not happening. That can be quite explosive. No impulsion at all, a little bit shut down, won't go forward with any energy, and that all it's all a knock-on effect really. So that's what we're there for, to try and bring things to another level, and to help set a new kind of program going forward, new things to try, and that's what we're there for.
Now straight away, guys, got to the arena and I asked this little pony to move around me. Very rare do I have to do very much with a flag and a cluck to ask a horse to sort of move around me with a little bit of energy. Nothing at all, guys. Shut down completely. That was the first thing I noticed. And then very quickly, if you notice here, I'm asking her to move out a little bit. You'll notice her head here starts to walk away from me. At this point there, she straightens out, doesn't want no part of this. That's why I kind of do a little pull back there. So I try and make a meaning to the lead rope. She kind of pulls on the lead rope and ignores it.
Now after a little while, I can't put everything in this video because it'd be too long. So I worked at this, and then I started to get a bit more response from this little pony. I did have to keep tugging on the rope when she let the slack move out, so there was a bit more bend come in. But yes, I was starting to get a little bit more impulsion, so I was starting to get somewhere now. And it took a little while because she was pretty shut down, but I was quite pleased with getting some impulsion going now. Now I thought I'd have a change of tactics here to kind of get the life up even more and get this little pony thinking. So I went to lead into driving a lot quicker than I usually do. And that's what you'll see now, where I changed. This little pony would never have had leading to driving. So you drive them and then you lead them at the same. You lead and then you drive and lead and drive. Something a little bit different for them to think about. So I went to that next to try and spark something within this little pony. And this was having a great effect. I'll do a voiceover here. The lead into driving was going really well. I could just feel a little bit more try. And this pony, very little now. Look, I just lifted my flag there. We're getting impulsion. And then leading quite nicely. Nice little bend in the rib cage there to follow me up there. All I did there was lift the flag. So you can see a little tug there on the road because she was sort of drifting out on me. And yeah, just in general, the lead into driving was definitely, there's impulsion, definitely working really well here. So I was quite pleased with that. Disengaging, right there. A little bit more. No, she's stepping there. And then, yeah, disengage there a little bit. So yeah, this is going quite well now. Now what I'm doing here, guys, I know that this horse plants with the little girl on, so I'm making a cue behind it. It's like long reining but with a flag. That's all driving is really. So I was making a point of doing lots of the driving because I knew I'd need that when we go out for a ride with the little girl on. So I'm doing lots and lots and lots of driving there, making the flag have a cue to move forward with your feet.
Concentrating on driving her for you, because if she bulks, you can drive her better. Do you understand what I mean? That flag's got to mean forward. Yeah, she's starting to liven her feet up now, you see?
Yeah.
That was really good then. Tell her how good that was. Disengaging a lot better there. I'll do the other side in a second. Yeah, she's picking her feet up a little bit better. Pretty good. So that's the side she's not. My God, it's gone hot now. Huh? Ah, look. You see what I mean? So ask her to go and she's gone. So don't let her pull on you for more than about 3 seconds. Do something about it. Or if she bulks, say won't come out the stables, go in and then disengage her. Do it a few times. And then say, right, do you want to come? That makes sense? Don't pull on her for too long. Just keep working on a disengagement there. Now do you want to come? And if she bolts out, 1, 2, 3, and then ask her to go forward with the flag. But she's quite all right. You've done work on her. I can tell. And she's more lively backing up now. That's good. We'll send her through a gap here. Have you got your spray bottles?
Yeah, they're up
You want to go and grab them?
Yeah, of course.
Good.
And just look at that back up, guys. I'm looking at her feet there. She's picking her front feet right up, not dragging them in the ground. The response, now she knows I'm getting to her feet and I'm serious about what I need. Yeah. Things are getting really, really much better.
There you go.
So obviously I'm limited for time. You've got about 2.5 hours. You know, I'm hundreds of miles from home. So unfortunately I have to shortcut stuff. I wouldn't do that at home, but that's the problem I have when I go to these visits. So I did the groundwork, quite happy with that. Would have liked to stop there and picked up the next day, but that's not possible with these visits away from home. So now it's time to try the spray bottle. It's quite a problem. Pip the owner's tried for a long time to get this pony used to a spray bottle, and it can be dreadful. She's can be petrified of this being sprayed. So I thought, right, well, we'll look at this now. Now, in the time I've got, then I have to do what's called a flooding method. You've got to know what you're doing to use the method I'm going to use, guys, because you can make it 10 times worse if you don't hang in there and get through the storm. It's where you desensitize enough that the problem suddenly isn't a problem, the way a horse's brain works. But lots and lots of different methods have been tried already, hadn't worked. So perhaps this was the only one method left anyway. But yeah, so I'll try and improve this now.
She's feeling a bit more.
Yeah. Well, I might flood her a little bit here. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm waiting for here is the last foot to stop. You see the foot stop then? You've probably seen me do this. All right. So I'm not going to stop this. I'm not going to stop it. When the foot stops, it'd be nice for your daughter to be able to spray her, wouldn't it? Yeah. So I'm just waiting now for the last foot to completely stop. There, did you see it stop? That little split second?
And that's a very, very important part of that video there, where I wait, I keep on flooding, the flooding technique, literally, because it is water, and then the mini split second The feet stop there. I walk away. I release, because that's what you're looking for. And remember, this has been quite an explosive problem, and it would have been 10 times worse if I hadn't have done all the groundwork first. Very important that I got some respect to space, backing up, and the groundwork first before I attempted.
Tell her how good she is. Tell her how good she is. When it stops again, there. It's only a split second that you have to stop the foot for, and then foot stopped. See how this within a minute? If I do this and I get rid of the worst panic for you, then you can build on this. Right? No one should ever do what I've just done. Look what I've just done. I've done it a million times. I can release it really quick. A lot of people, they get into trouble with that. Right then. So, would you say this is getting any better? I'm going to do both sides. So when she moves, I keep it going. And I keep it going. And I keep it going. Keep it going. When she stops the last foot, there. You've got to time the foot, the last foot to stop, and then you take it off.
Right, now I get Pip, the owner, to come in and take hold of the spray bottle. Now I knew this would not be as good as with me, because look, as soon as Pip goes towards this pony, you see a change immediately. You'll notice it when I put it on full speed. There's a change because there's been so many battles. It's not Pip's fault, she's trying her best, but there's a lot of history. I always talk about history. There's no history with me, but can you see the change? You'll see the change now in this pony when this pony, any horse, weighs us up 20 to 1 before we even get hold of them, and that's what was happening there. She was expecting a fight here.
The reason I'm asking you to do that, because there's history with you and her. Can you see?
Yeah.
You've come in now, there's history.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, go on. So, go on. Keep it going. Keep it going. Just, you got to go in close here. And then when the last foot stops, you're gonna stop as soon as that last foot stops. Stop. Good timing. Really good. And then keep it a little bit away from it and start again.
Yeah.
Go on, like it's nothing. And just move it a little bit. And now here.
No, I'm glad that happened, but if you notice here, see the neck there, guys, bottom of the neck by the withers, all the shaking. That's how much it bothered this pony, and it wasn't happening when I was doing it. So that just shows you how
now you see how
sensitive they are.
Because of the history, so you obviously have tried this. She said, oh no, I'm used to a fight here. And that's why I've got you to do it. We're going to do it the other side in a minute. And again. And then rub on it when you do it like it's nothing. Good girl. Good. Is that best it's been?
Yeah. I've got to do most things, but I've just not been.
No, this is difficult. You say, look, Pip, I had trouble with that. Right, I'm going to hand that to you now. So you just do it, and then rub it into us. That's it. And then I'll tell her how good she is. Good, well done. Well done. Give a 2-minute break, and then when you start again after 2 minutes, she might move because the little breaks, which is like starting over.
Yep.
And again, like it's nothing. That's good. Really good.
Yeah.
But if I hadn't got you to do it,
Oh yeah.
it would have been, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good that you recognise these things, because a lot of people don't understand that. Other side's going to be, what do you
Okay. I think on the other side she will be worse.
Okay,
So there's some things she'll tolerate on this side,
okay.
but she'll disengage better
You
on the other
you
side.
think she'll be worse with the spray that side?
Yeah.
But it'd be lovely to get her over this hang up of that, because it's going to improve loads of things.
Oh yeah.
So do you think I should do that first? I'll get you to do this in a minute, all right? So she's moving. She don't get rid of this till she stops that foot. All right? Till she stops that foot. This is why you can't use fly spray. Now she's getting ready to offer a stop, and she did. See? She offered to stop. Right, licked and chewed. She said, I got you. Right, do you want to come here?
Yep.
Off you go. Go on in. And then you have to sit, and then you rub it like it's nothing. Brilliant. Brilliant.
See where I've missed your bits and when I shampoo.
She'll appreciate this.
Yeah, she
In
will.
the end, she'll be cool with it. So,
Yeah.
right. Tell you what we'll do, because she might move again. Just lead her around a little circle there, and then stop, and then I want you to do the one side for a bit. Walk around just a little circle here, and then do the other side. Because sometimes when you've walked them around, they get scared of it again. Yeah, like it's nothing. Go on. And then did you quit? Good, good. It's all about the feet, and then start again. Good. See, the thing is as well, Pip, just by doing this live with me, you'll learn so much. Yeah. This is teaching as well, you know? Just those little things like when them feet stop, and hang in there until she stops it. That's it. And then go around the other side. Good. She's the best sprayer in the business now. Do you feel like that's a little better?
Oh, massively. Yeah,
On this,
yeah.
and do that daily.
Yeah.
And do it in the stable. Did you want us to back up or come off you?
Come off me actually.
Yeah.
No, she started to lean in then.
Sometimes you can't get it all in one go, because at the moment you're working on that.
I'm trying to concentrate. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, you're leaning
So
on
you
me.
carry on with that a minute, and I'll try and suss out. She might want to follow me here, but.
What a cracking little pony, guys. I mean, not the easiest by any means. And you've got to remember, she was kind of a rescue, really. So there's a lot of things were inherited here. And changing a habit is very, very difficult. Whereas putting a habit in there is very easy. So just got to be careful you don't put the wrong habits into these ponies. And everyone tries their best, guys. It's not easy at all to get any of this right. But yeah, I was quite pleased with the spray bottle. I was pleased with a bit more impulsion. I was pleased in general, which was not an easy job really, to get life up without bringing some bad attitude. It's the attitude that you have to kind of balance the act when you're doing my job, because you don't want to put a problem in there trying to get something else better. So before we went to tack up to have a ride out, I asked Pip, you know, what can you think of anything else? She said, oh, I've been trying join up. And that's where a horse will kind of follow you a little bit. I don't call it join up, I call it hooking on. That's where you put pressure on when a horse gives you one eye, and then you back off a little bit and get them to follow you when the horse gives you two eyes. It's a way of making horses a little bit easier to catch if it's done right. Sometimes people will put too much pressure on a horse, and then it can go a little bit wayward. Maybe I do that in a minute, but it wasn't a proper round pen we got. But we build a round pen up, a little bit of a square one bit and a little bit round, and we do it with jumps. We haven't got a round pen, and I didn't think for a second we'd have any problem really. One eye, two eye works for me every time. It wasn't top priority on my list. With the work I'd done already, I really wanted to try and get this little pony riding out with a little girl on, because she really wants to be able to ride this pony out and not have to be led. And that's not possible at the moment. So that was my priority was, but I thought, we'll just do a quick little join up. No problem at all. One eye, two eye, job done. Brilliant for the video. Great stuff. Let's see how we get on.
So I just started here, put a little bit of pressure on there. Can you see there, guys? She thought about jumping out there, stopped, and then continued. And I thought, well, I don't think she'll try that again. If she was going to jump, should have jumped. Maybe if you go there. Maybe if you go round there. So I'm going to keep moving her around, putting under a little bit of pressure. Then I'm going to block her here. She's giving me one eye again. Brilliant!
Very good job.
Brilliant! That's so funny. Right, if you grab her again, how can we move these up?
Well, just look at that, guys. I was getting to a stage where I could hopefully get her to give me 2 eyes back off and start getting a little bit of a following going. But no, she had other ideas. What a great little jumper. Whoosh, off she went. But look what she's done, guys. She's run straight over to the grass now. She's got some nice green grass, a little bit of a break from me. So one thing's for sure, she'll probably try that again now, because that's worked for her, hasn't it? That's, it's a pity it wasn't higher. So I thought, well, let's just make everything a little bit higher and try it again. But yeah, she certainly, in her mind, did the right thing there. Look, because she's having a nice bit of grass and just nice little jump. Lovely job.
Well, you stand there then.
There was a bit of a wobble in the camera there, guys, because Tanya's filming that, and I did say, "Don't worry, you're all right there. She won't jump out of there," and she did, didn't she? So yeah, I Tanya give me a bit of stick about that. But, so as much as I really wanted to get a little bit of a hooking on going on here, she jumped out once. Time was getting on. I knew we got at least an hour and a half's work left riding out. So it would have been nice for me to do on it, but guys, she wasn't having any of it, and it all went a little bit pear-shaped there. Us horsemen, we don't get everything right all the time, and she was just determined she'd jump out. Very good little jumper, actually, and we talked about it after. I would say, maybe start free jumping this little pony over jumps, because it's a natural little hop she's got. And that'd be fantastic if she could work on, and maybe that would help impulsion as well. We talked about that, maybe doing something a little bit different. So some of these little ponies love jumping. So if we can crack riding out, leading out in front and starting enjoying riding, then maybe do a little bit of jumping. So if we can get any positive out of a minors, we can at least say we discovered how well she can jump. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to keep going at that, because twice she'd got out. She's convinced now. I would say she would jump any of those big ones now, because she did the right thing, jumped again, had some grass, had a little break. So yeah, got to watch we don't form a complete habit there for her. So we kind of, I don't like doing it, but we kind of brushed past this little effort, and then we went to the stables to tack up. So we went and had a little break now, guys, because it's important to have breaks, between these sessions, and let these ponies and horses have a little bit of hay, because we've been quite a while, and we wanted to hack out. So what I did, because there's always been a fight at the tying station in this little stable, that's where a lot of the trouble is, because that's where they tie and try and, spray and things, because there's a little eye there where you tie. And I said, well, look, let's get this little pony, better in the tie station. Now I've done it in the school. And very, very quickly, you'll see how things go. But I thought that was important, because a lot of it's about geography. It's like when I go and do a trailer loading, and someone's been a year trying to get a horse in the trailer, and I say, you always do it there? Yeah, that's where it's parked. I said, right, first thing we'll do is move the trailer, and it can make a difference. So it's all a location, and I try to, like a bad horse for siding up, won't stand still. it's no good just doing it in one place. I move then, once it's good at one place, move to a different location and get it good and separate, in lots of different places.
Good. This quitting when the feet stop is such a powerful weapon.
Yeah.
People don't know, a lot of people don't use it,
Well,
And blocking, you see how I'm blocking her to come through here?
I've had to do a lot of blocking with her.
Yeah, she's been quite, oh, look, girly. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Straight in there then. And then rub. It'd be nice for your daughter to be able to do this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This'll,
Oh, well, that's what it's for, isn't it? Really?
yeah. Do you want to come and have a spray or not? Do you want to do it? You can do it with your mum when I'm not here if you want, but it's up to you.
Go on, be brave.
Can I do it then pass it?
Yeah, of course.
Right then. Ready? If you stand there, right, and keep about that far away, and then every now and again do that. Ready? Go. Go on then, and then do that every now and again, and then do that with your hand.
Okay.
Yeah, strong. There you go. And then up here. Look at that. Look at your ponyo. Yeah. We'll dry her off before we put the saddle on. Are you all right riding, or do you want to ride?
I think you're all right riding now, aren't you? Yeah.
Actually, Pip, she's getting this now.
Yeah, she is.
She's getting this now. I think you're going to have a great... But she was quite determined she weren't being sprayed, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
That's the result. Can you do both sides for me now?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, here we go. Do this side then. Get right in there and then rub her every now and again. And rub her. We're almost getting bored of it, you see, now. So that desensitization is the picture, the sound, everything done so much that it's no longer a concern. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You want to come round here and do it? Just go all round now doing it. That's it. And all here. Yeah, good. And a rubber now and again, just that's it. So are you happy with the spray bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do one last one for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's nothing, Pip. Like it's a day in the office. Yeah. Off you go.
I don't think you know my days in the office.
Really?
They're like when
Can
she's
imagine.
charging around.
Now and again you rub down her. I love the confidence. That's good. Well done. So when you put the hay net there for her, when you bring her in, do a bit of that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that won't be an option, a problem. Join up I can't help you with because we ain't got a round pen and she's going to
that's
jump
fine.
out of anything. Right, have we got anything to dry her off now?
Yeah, I can get a towel now.
We'll dry her off. You let me know in a minute if you think that's tight enough. I'll grab myself I need my flag. And has she got safety stirrups? She got safety stirrups on there? Yes, she has.
Yeah.
Safety stirrups are on. How about an what's it strap?
No,
She don't need that. You're right with that. Little walk now. We're gonna let off then. Got your little body protector on.
So we're heading out now, guys. Usually Pip has to lead, and my goal is, after all the driving, the groundwork, impulsion, and getting over that little hang up with the spray bottle, because all of these little things can add to bigger, the little things can be the big things. So even working on getting trust with the spray bottle can help further down the line, like even hacking and trusting, So very quickly here, I'm gonna, as we get out of the drive, I ask Pip to under the lead rope, and then I want this little girl to work with me a little bit and see if I can. Now there can be some unsafety to this, so I had to check how well this little girl could ride, but she was quite proficient really. So you wouldn't want to be trying this. Make sure it's a professional horseman, someone with insurances and everything, guys, because this can be dangerous. And I did go through that with Pip, but it means an awful lot to get this pony going forward. It will change a daughter's life really, and the ponies, and it opens up a whole new life together really. So
Are you okay with all of this?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to drive her. If you say, oh she won't go, then I'm going to drive her. All right. So just hold on a little bit if need be. So lovely. Look at you. Yeah. Just tell me when you need me to drive. That's it. And give her a little rub when she goes forward for you. That's
So
it.
already right from the off, guys, huge change. Pip was saying that's huge. Now here, this pony starts to turn to the right to come back, and that's why I put pressure on then with my flag. Remember, I've done a lot of driving, so that had more of a meaning. And you've got to make sure that the pony isn't frightened to death, which she wasn't. Now, if this pony had been sweating, heartbeat would have been really up, shivering with fear, then you have to rethink, guys. But she wasn't, and that's the kind of thing when you're experienced like me, you can check things like that out. So it was well within the parameters to be able to be sort of driven a little bit.
Good. Yeah. You tell me when I need to drive, all right? Because this is like long reining, you know, it's the same. Tell me when. Tell me when. Give her a rub.
And she kind of balked here again, and that's why I used the flag, waved the flag quite a bit. I was glad to get her there. She's balking, look. Tail's moving, say no, I don't want to go forward. So I shake and touch the tail with the flag, and then we got some impulsion forward. I was glad a few of these things were happening to kind of reassure that she needs to. It's like long reining with a flag.
Yeah. Nice. So which way would you like to go? See, by doing this, it's going to give her confidence that she can do it. She's having a little bit of persuasion, yes. A little rub when she goes forward. That's nice. Work your legs. Bup, 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 bup. Good. Looks good. Tanya, look at this. Try not to turn. Right. So you can't use a whip. You can't hurt them. This is not hurting. This is just, right? But it's really important that every time she starts to say no, we say no, you need to, you'll be fine. Ready? Go on then. Bump, 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 bump. There. Good. Now trot. Yes. See, already she's starting to move better. Already we're going, isn't it? Yeah. Director. Whip whop. There you go. You might want to use your reins across the neck. Yeah.
Here we had to change phones, guys. So this is with Tanya's phone, but it got better and better and better and better, and eventually went out of sight on her own and then trotted back to us. Look, so it really had a great effect, and we were chuffed. She got a big smile on her face, and it was just awesome. The change here.
Yeah.
So she gets used to knowing, and I bet you'll have to ask less and less.
Oh yeah.
Just for now, so there's something in it for her.
Yeah. We tried that before.
I thought there might be a little bit more trying to get past us,
Yeah.
but she got it.
and that was pretty much the end of our work. I think it was about a quarter of a mile ride back. She was smiling, and yeah, and we had a good chat about things, and it was a nice visit. It wasn't the easiest visit, that wasn't, but it all ended up, I thought, well. And Pippa said she was going to continue with the groundwork, continue the spraying, continue everything I asked her to do. So I felt fairly confident. Had a message back. It was quite a few days. I think it was about a week. Tanya's just told me now that we had a message back that Pip's only had to use the flag about once or twice since that ride. She follows out now with riding a little pony out in front. I don't think she's actually let go yet on her own, so she's still sort of following, and she has the flag, but she's hardly had to use it. So that's great, isn't it? And they spray and everything. So, you know, I feel confident about that. And I think in this video, some people will pick some little bits up from that and maybe try with their own ponies. But be very careful, guys. Very careful what you do. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's pretty much the end of that video. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget our subscription channels. Loads of stuff on there. Okay, guys. See ya.